What's up in the loop? Hyde checking in from Dollywood on opening day, well, season pass holder preview 2021. Always good to be in this park. We're going to head, of course, first to Lightning Rod, where there's been some changes this year, and check out the changes in Mystery Mine, eat cinnamon bread, and talk about all the great stuff here at Dollywood. So let's go. First up, of course, has to be the new and improved, but hopefully still as great as before, Lightning Rod. And your guess is as good as mine as if it's even open. I don't know. It does not look like it is open yet. Park's been open for about an hour, so I guess this is what you expect. Try it again in a little bit. And it says temporarily closed, but the doors are now open. So that has to be a good sign. Doing time saver a little bit different. They merge you besides taking you up the other way. Want to call out old track, new track, empty station, and row one on the improved, but hopefully not too different because it was already a great ride, Lightning Rod. You can see right there is the new track. Whole area over there is new track. But you can see the brake run. Brake run is still old track. The entire quadruple has been retracked as well. You see, one unfortunate thing is a lot of trees. See, that whole side of the hill has been de-treed. Ah, here we go. Here it comes. Probably the best element on any roller coaster ever. Boom. So just got off Lightning Rod. Spoiler alert, it's the same as before, which is a good thing. Still a really, really great ride. I don't think, maybe slightly smoother in some areas, but good as before. One interesting thing is you can see kind of over here, pretty much every tree now within 150 feet or so is been cut down throughout the whole ride. Really interesting. Still a great ride though. Lightning Rod has 110-minute wait, running one train with about like 4 or 5 minute dispatches. But you see this big line going down this way? No, that's not for a Lightning Rod. That's for food. Not quite 110 minutes, but all the food lines here today are probably about 20 or 30 minutes. Besides Lightning Rod, the next big change at the park for us coaster fans, not really that big. Put in a video right now what this used to look like. It used to come off straight down and go to that hairpin turn that's still sitting there. Now you take a sharp left and you come down and you do this quick turnaround. So you can see where the old track is still right there. Should help the ride a little bit.
Your masks at all times except for meal.
Just missed it, but the ride is testing. I doubt it'll open today, but at least hopefully getting pretty close to opening. You can see the trains and everything else stayed the same. Let's talk about time saver, the Dollywood Skip the Line Pass. This is probably the best thing about Dollywood, simply because it's only like 44 bucks and you get to skip the lines, the major rides, 8 times. They give you like a barcode, and now you can use that to skip 8 times on Lightning Rod up over there. Or if you wanted to use 1 time on Lightning Rod, 1 time on Mystery Mine, 1 time, you get the drill. But it's really cool that it gives you that flexibility to be able to go, hey, there's no one on Thunderhead right now. I don't have to not use the Thunderhead one. I just used that on Lightning Rod. So really like it. Really like how they kind of changed it up a little bit this year. Time to go put it to use here. Skip the line on Lightning Rod's closed, but let's go skip the line on Wild Eagle. That always has a pretty long line. Next up is Wild Eagle. You know, it's a really great looking ride. One of the great things about it is when you walk up the plaza here, the giant eagle statue there. So you can see the line's really long and it's outside. So once again, a little shameless plug for the time saver to get us on right away. I do really love this area, this kind of wilderness look to it. The station house is probably one of the coolest out there. Just got off Wild Eagle. Have to share the pro tip. When you get inside and you get to pick one side or the other, go right, so that you end up on the left side of the train. And a little counterintuitive, but go right to be on the left side. When you're going up that hill, you want to be on that side. The Smoky Mountains are on that side. So pro tip there. One thing I did notice is the zip line. We're used to zip line from this area across by Tennessee Tornado is no longer here. Hopefully that's just temporary, because I did that once and it was a really, really cool thing. Next up is FireChaser Express. This is a really great ride. It kind of has enough thrill for folks like me who like big roller coasters, but it's mild enough that whole family can enjoy. This used to be where the ropes course was. You can see, used to go through here. Pro tip with this one is, because of how limited the operations are, you want to make sure you try to get this one first, or this again. It's definitely a reason why they get the time saver pass. But it's really cool. It goes all up through the mountain. I mean, that's the launch. Not very fast, but longest lines this year might be the food. This line right here is just to get sweet treats. Big line for the harvest. We're back in Wildwood Grove, the newest area of the park. You're bringing a family here. There's kind of two main areas, Country Fair and Wildwood Grove. The roller coaster is a lot of fun. Big enough that, similar to FireChaser Express, big enough that's really bad time to film the video right now. This is like super low, I'm almost hitting my head. But awesome little roller coaster here. See, the area is not a lot of trees in the area yet, since it is brand new-ish, a couple of years. But you got like flyers and some other neat little attractions back here. And then this whole area back here is getting cleared out even more. It's been cleared out, but I can see construction back there. Everyone's thinking, hoping, next big Dollywood ride, probably 2023 at this point maybe. We'll go right back there. Showing off Wildwood Grove here. This tree is kind of the centerpiece. It's supposed to light up really nice at night, but obviously the park right now isn't open at night. So I think this area will be really cool in probably like 5 or 10 years, once, not that it's not cool now, but when a lot of the trees grow in and really give it a nice vibe going for it. Something's definitely going on with Dollywood and trees. I wonder if it's like an insurance, they got a new insurance company or something, but around pretty much every ride, including back up behind Wildwood Grove here by the train, they're removing a lot of trees. Now, a lot of the rides were pretty close to trees, so you have to wonder if they don't want to, they're weighing the risk of the tree falling down. But around every major ride, trees have been removed. Thunderhead, really great GCI. Kind of split personality depending on the year. Some years it's really, really great, really smooth. Then after they retract it, then it'll go a couple years where it's not as great. Let's go find out how this year is looking. This looks really cool. Just got off Thunderhead. Not its best year. The first part was pretty good, but the second half was just absolutely miserable. The ride has really good potential. I remember riding it early on when it first opened. It was really, really good. I still really like the layout. Just might need a little bit more retracting. Lumberjack's Pizza is one of the more like well-known spots at Dollywood to get food, because the pizzas are ginormous. So is the line, ginormous. But it is really good pizza. So recommend checking that out when you are at Dollywood. We're now headed from the Thunderhead area down towards the front of the park, and this is one of the things that really helps set Dollywood apart. I mean, it's simple, just kind of funny little signs, little photo op here. And just, you know, what I really like about it is that every area of the park has rides. It has a little bit of breathing room, you know, which is nice. Keeps it nice and calm. I absolutely love this sign here. Look at that. It's like an overflowing kettle of popcorn. My probably biggest tip for Dollywood next to Time Saver is be sure to ride the Dollywood Express. Now, this is not like a lot of parks, Disney, Cedar Point or whatever, where the train takes you from one spot to the other and there's a couple trains running pretty continuously. This is a train ride all the way up into the mountains, so a big, like, kind of ridge overlooking the park. It's like 25-minute or so train ride. Absolutely beautiful. You can see by all the queues set up here, it is very, very popular. Looking at the train, departs usually once an hour, and you can see here it's almost full, and we still got like a half hour to go. So on the plus side, they are loading every row this year, which means a lot more people can get on the train. The negative is slightly claustrophobic.
Place in the Smokies, and it starts right here, folks. You have to help keep that tradition alive. So I better see every hand up in the air, waving to everybody here at the Village Crossing. Now, folks, coming up on your right-hand side is Dollywood's old fashioned grist mill. It's one of the only fully operational grist mills left in existence today, and when it was built in the 1970s, it was the first fully operational grist mill built in the state of Tennessee in over a century. Now, it's also home to that world-famous cinnamon bread, folks. Be sure you stop by and get the 2 loaves of cinnamon bread. Because if you get just completion of the grist, you can get the Chicago, Alaska, used on the White Castle Yukon Railroad. She was even commissioned as a part of the United States Army. Now, it's about the 34th.
This next area is behind Wildwood Grove, and you have to think if they clear this all out, this is probably where the next attraction is going to be. Not a lot of work done since last year, but there is a couple vehicles out there that's kind of digging around in the dirt, so who knows. We're saving the best for last. There it is. There she is. Cinnamon bread with the icing at the grist mill, Craftsman Valley. Let's just get a little close up here. It lives up to the hype. You can see all the buttery, unhealthy awesomeness down there. I would say, unless you're pretty adventurous, this thing is good for 2 people or 3 people, maybe 4 if you don't want to have too much of it. But man, everyone walking out of this building is walking out with like 2, 3, 8 of them. People are going to be eating a lot of cinnamon bread today. I think these shirts are new this year, and I'd like to see them embracing cinnamon bread. I remember it wasn't that big back in the day, but now you got this shirt. Today is a cinnamon bread kind of day. I'm just here for the cinnamon bread. I mean, they have more merch for cinnamon bread than most of the roller coasters. Can't blame them. More cinnamon bread. That's a pretty sweet shirt. And looking over at Lightning Rod one last time, that wraps up our quick little trip here to Dollywood for opening day 2021. Overall, the park's looking really good, as you always expect from Dollywood. Food's good, rides are good. Little bum Lightning Rod took a better part of the day to open and with 1 train. But overall, still really good. Lightning Rod's running fantastic. This is where I have to throw this shameless plug. If you're new to In the Loop, you know we love Dollywood, you know we love Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg. So if you're planning a trip up this way, be sure to look around our channel. We've got plenty of videos. Most of all, just subscribe. More videos from Dollywood coming later this year. We'll get Mystery Mine when that opens. Time to head out and, do what you do in Pigeon Forge. Moonshine. Thanks for watching.